Now on this walk, how long has it been in effect?
In Erie County, coming up here, this walk in September 20th this year is the 12th annual for Erie County, and it will be our 4th taking place downtown at Jerry-Ott Park and working with the Seawolves, who have been huge for us. They donate the facility, they donate all the supplies within the facility for us, and just pretty much bend over backwards. Whatever we ask, as long as I give them enough notice, they say yes, and it's wonderful.
All you got to do is smile. Believe me, yeah, you have no problem there, Sherry. How long, what is the time on this? How long is this walk? Is it a 24-hour event? Is it a 10-hour event?
It's pretty short. Actually, our registration and pre-walk celebration begin at 5:30. We'll have food, we have games, and like a bounce house for the kids. We look for entertainment. We seek volunteer entertainment options and have been in contact with a few people in that regard so far. So everybody just kind of comes, and it's a picnic and celebratory family atmosphere until about 7 o'clock when we have a remembrance program. And I'll let Jane tell you a little bit about that, but the walk will kick off immediately following the remembrance program. And it's only a mile and a half through the downtown streets. 10th Street, State Street, 3rd, and French. Takes less than an hour. We usually will tell our walkers, you can expect to be home by your favorite 9 o'clock TV show if you would like. The only thing I might add to that this year is we are also working on an after party with Sluggers. Those talks are in negotiation, I guess, at this point, but I think that could be an exciting night downtown opportunity for our walkers too, if they're interested. So.
That would be. Who usually participates in this? Is it just survivors?
No. Well, no. Maybe primarily, or certainly families in general supporting survivors. Most of our walkers would be comprised of what we call friends and family teams, and these are the ones who have been personally touched by blood cancer. But we also get walk teams from local corporations who are seeking to be involved in the community, and we really welcome that. And we also receive individual walkers who show up the day of the event just because they heard about it and thought, that's something I want to do.
They just want to give.
And it's an evening right after work. It's a good family event. It's real easy just to come in, do the thing, and breeze out, and if you want.
If you want.
The evening we started out with, since it was our first time participating, we actually made our banner because they offer banners that you can write on to talk about your team. So we did that and wrote notes on it and had a lot of fun to start ours off with.
Do you name your team?
Well, they named it for me. They named it the J Walkers, so the Jane Walkers, just to get ours done to go this year.
That.
Yeah.
We get some very fun and unique names. Sometimes it'll just be in honor of the person that they're walking for, and which is great. But some of them go all out with their names and their banners and the T-shirts that they'll wear, and it's fun.
What consists of a team? I mean, is there a set number that has to be on a team?
There's no set number. It could be 2 people if you want, it could be 20 people if you want. We've had examples of teams that fall into that range. Anybody can participate, and when I say that, I truly mean anyone. The E provides us with a trolley that leads off the procession, and so if you're a patient undergoing treatment or someone who wants to participate but feels they're not up for the walk, you're welcome to ride the trolley and still be part of the procession.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Because there probably are some people that maybe are going through their treatments that would be difficult even to do a mile-and-a-half walk.
Right, it's used every year.
How nice.
And Sherry's right about the team. You don't feel like I have to have a certain amount of people. I don't have to raise X number of dollars, or I really shouldn't be here. They're just so inviting for you. It's a really great feeling.
So there's not a set dollar amount that you have to raise per team?
There's no set dollar. We don't turn anyone away. We provide food, and it's a fundraising event, so we do encourage people to make a donation. The primary encouragement would be at the $25 level. You do need to raise $25 to carry our light up helium balloons, which is the focal point of the evening walk. Our walkers will carry a red balloon in support of our cause, a white balloon if they're a cancer survivor, or a gold balloon if they're walking in memory of someone they've lost.
When we're talking about the funding and the donations and stuff, is that how you're funded basically through this walk, through the contributions?
the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. The Society runs several different programs on a national level. In Erie County, Light the Night is our only program.
All right.
And so last year, actually, we raised $123,000, which was a record.
Did you really?
Very, very exciting. And
you're going to do even better this year. I know it.
I hope so. We have to. So we're looking for Erie to come out in as strong in numbers as they did last year.
And that is your main source of income. What I'm trying to get at is we were talking earlier about different funding and people giving to like the American Cancer Society or to different cancer organizations, thinking that it's doled out to everybody.
Right.
And that's not how it works?
That's not the case. There are separate nonprofit organizations, and each one certainly has their value.
Yes, they do.
But it's not true to say that if you've given to another nonprofit or another cancer-related nonprofit that it benefits the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It doesn't. If your interest is supporting blood cancer research and blood cancer awareness, the Leukemia and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is where you need to donate.
Right, because the other cancer organizations are absolutely wonderful.
Right.
And everybody does have their purpose and has their strengths.
Yes.
Yours happens to be for blood cancers.
Exactly.
So anyhow, tell me a little bit about a typical walk, an evening. What are some of the activities? First off, how does it start out? Sherry said you were going to talk about an event.
Right. Aside from the beginning where everybody kind of gathers and you can make your poster or make your signs and have the entertainment, then we all gather together. And there's a spokesman who says a few words to all of us. One of the things that's really touching is when they honor those who have fought the fight and who have passed away. And when they go through that, it's obviously a very serious moment, and they talk about the names of those who have passed away. And it
becomes so emotional.
It does, because you just know how hard they fought and you know how important this is. And you also know that for those of us, we don't know what our future is. We just live every day that we can.
Right.
And in doing this, we don't know, is our name going to be there next year or in how many years? And that's why the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is so important, because of what they're continuing with their research and what they're doing for us. In my case, my survival rate is 50-50. That can be good, that can be bad. You know, I look at the good 50 side and see what my future is. And we live every day.
For you. Yes.
But it just brings the reality of the whole situation into you. And then after that, we all get up and you really do, you celebrate. You celebrate our lives, you celebrate our living, you celebrate our success. And then we do that walk and the trolley's there with us and everybody's happy, and we really do. It's a great night.
And you know, with when you go through that part of the evening, people like you are here to help those who are just diagnosed, to help them stay strong. Because there's many out there that they can't do it alone. And that's what you guys are there for. You know, you really, really play such an important part, especially in these blood cancers. You know, just for the morale. And this walk sounds absolutely wonderful. It really does. I know a girl who it hadn't even touched her life, but she had heard about it, and she just wanted to do something. You know, and then you guys have the balloons, and it sounds like
that's really unique. That's really special.
It's fun, and I have young children, so you know they're very excited to get the helium balloons, and it lights up too. So. Yeah.
What do you mean the balloon lights up too?
There's actually a small battery-powered.
I gotta come and see this.
It's Light the Night.
It's great. The balloons light up.
There's a small battery-powered light that fits inside the helium balloons, and so they go up, and we walk the streets and provide light along our way and hope. It's exciting.
What are some of the ways our viewers can help LLS?
I would encourage anyone to contact me either by phone or email. I am the Erie representative for the campaign, and I can direct them to online donations or registering a walk team if they'd like to participate with us that way.
Okay.
Or also the various volunteer opportunities that we have. We need a lot of support the day of the walk with setup, and then especially cleanup actually in the evening. It's easy, but the more hands that you have, the faster it goes. And
volunteers are so important
Very.
to any organization, and especially to this event.
Yes, very. Our committee especially. Jane and we have about 10 to 12 other committee members that regularly support us. Every month we get together and brainstorm and plan, and they're always there, and we couldn't do it without our committee.
Oh, Jane, we're glad to have you on board. I'm glad you're here doing the show with me this year.
Thank you.
You're going to be here next year doing the show with me again,
I'd
too.
love to.
Yes, you are. And viewers, really, I'm sorry to say I haven't been down to the walk, but I really think I want to get down there.
Maybe we'll get you there this year.
I think you might this year. But everyone has told me how heartwarming it is, how uplifting. There's moments that are very emotional and it's very thoughtful, but it's so uplifting. And we're very lucky to have people like you at the helm here, Sherry, and to have you let our viewers know a little bit about this walk. A lot of hard work goes into it, doesn't it?
It does.
It does, but it's worthwhile.
Well, I'm sure it is. Well, viewers, there's room for you at this walk.
There is.
You can be a volunteer, you can get a team together. You don't, in this, one thing I do want to stress is, if it's something that is just interesting you, you don't have to have this disease have touched your life.
Right.
They welcome everybody, right?
Right, everybody.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Sure, it was so nice to meet you, and Jane, it was
Thank
so
you.
nice to meet you. You guys have a wonderful time at that walk.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'll probably see you down there.
Good.
Viewers, thank you for tuning in to the Mill Creek Government Channel, and if you do have any questions or you want to get a team together, please give Sherry a call. She'd love to hear from you. Until next time, have a wonderful day.